Before you land in Istanbul, there's one mistake that could cost you money every single day: buying the wrong transport card. In this video, I'll explain the difference between the Istanbul Card and the Istanbul City Card, the updated 2026 prices, which one is actually worth it for tourists, pros and cons, and how to avoid overpaying on public transport in Istanbul. If you're visiting Istanbul in 2026, watch this video before you buy anything. But before we start with the video, and if you're new in my channel, I'm Bery, a Mexican living in Istanbul for the past 10 years. And together with my husband, who was born and raised right here in the city, we share the best insider and local tips for traveling around Istanbul and Turkey. From hidden gems to must-know travel advice, we are here to help you experience the country like a local. So if you love discovering authentic places and smart travel tips, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. So if you're ready, let's get started. So let's start with the most important thing, what the Istanbul Card is. So this is a card that you can purchase here in any yellow or blue machines, and it will be useful for you in order to use any sort of public transportation in Istanbul only. And by any public transportation, I mean, for example, the ferries, the metros, the tram, the funiculars, the cable cars, and even some public toilets. Who can purchase this card? Everybody can purchase it. You don't need a passport or anything like that. The only thing you need will be cash, credit card, or a debit card. Where can these cards be purchased? You can purchase them in any yellow or blue machines. The yellow machines are the ones that you will be able to find mostly all around the city. And you can easily find them in any ferry port, metro station, tram station, literally anywhere. Even if you're arriving at the airport, and if you're planning on taking the metro to the city center, you can also purchase the Istanbul Card in that metro station entrance. Now I will explain to you how you can purchase this Istanbul Card from these machines. You can find them in the city, either the yellow or the blue machines. This is a traditional or the old one, the yellow machine. So I will be showing you. So first, you can change the language here. As you just press here and you can find all the languages here, including Spanish and English. For you, I will pick English. So as you can see here, the current cost of the Istanbul Card is 165 liras per plastic. So I will press that one, and you can pay with cash or credit debit card. So in my case, I will be paying with credit card, and then only one piece. And then you can also put here how much you want to top it up with. So 165 liras is only the plastic cost, but you need extra money for the transportation. So what I suggest is you do your calculations, for example, per day, how many times you're planning on using like the transportation, and each one costs approximately between 40 to 50 liras. So as you can see here, I already have 165 liras and then 50 liras because I don't use it, so for this time I only put 50 liras. So this will be like my total, okay? And you just put okay, and you just put your card, and it will be coming out from here.
Kartınızı aşağıdan alabilirsiniz.
And as you can see, this is so easy, this is very simple, this is quick. So this is already my Istanbul Card, and with this I can already use all the public transportation in the city and even some public toilets. Before we continue with the video, I want to share with you one of my favorite hacks while traveling around the world. Getting around in a new destination has never been this easy. One thing that used to stress me so much when traveling, figuring out how to get around in a new place. No idea which apps to use, how transport works, dealing with language barriers, the usual. But ever since I started using Nomad eSIM, it's been so simple. I land, turn off airplane mode, and I'm instantly connected. So I can open local apps, book a ride, navigate public transport, and be on my way in minutes. But the best part, I can translate, message the drivers, and double check the route in real time. No confusion, no awkward guessing. It just makes everything feel easy. That's why I keep using Nomad eSIM. It's not just about internet, it's about feeling confident wherever you are. If you travel, you'll get what I mean. Download the Nomad eSIM app and use my promo code Bery for 25% off any data plan. Now that we already have our plastic, I will teach you how you can top it up, because maybe you just top it up with 500 liras, but you might need more for the rest of your days. So in case that you need to top it up, it's also very easy, very simple, and very quick. So let me show you. So the first thing you are going to do is, once again, locate one of these machines. Only put your card
İşleminiz
here.
yapılıyor. Lütfen.
Don't do anything, and then you just put your bill. So in this case, I'm using cash, but also you can use a credit card. In this case, I will put 20 liras. You just leave it like that. Don't remove it. Don't do anything. One that you can see it here, 20 liras. You put OK or
İşleminiz
online.
yapılıyor. Lütfen bekleyiniz.
Don't do anything.
Kart yüklemeniz gerçekleşti.
Now that this appears, now you can finally take it, okay?
İşleminiz kart.
Some people have been also asking that if you can pay with credit card, the transportation system instead of buying the Istanbul card. In fact, yes, you can already use your credit card in many tram or metro lines, but it is not available in every public transportation. So that is why I always advise tourists not to rely solely on a credit card, because it will not be accepted in many of them. So if you happen to use a metro line and maybe it doesn't accept like the credit card, then you will have to look for a yellow machine inside the metro station to be able to use that transportation. So that is why I always tell you, still rely on the Istanbul card. Plus also, if you pay with the credit card, the cost of the transportation is much higher than when paying with Istanbul card. So let's say that one metro costs 45 liras approximately. It will cost you maybe 55 or even 60 liras one ride. So you need to keep that in mind if you use your credit card. Now here I will show you how much it costs per person if you pay with your credit card. So for example, this one, you can use it because it says MasterCard. So the ones that say MasterCard, you can pay with card. 110 Turkish liras. So that means double than this ferry costs. Something very important that I want to share with you and to be cautious with is that, you know, like Istanbul, as in many other cities around the world, including Europe, unfortunately here in Istanbul also many scams happen. And one of them precisely is with the Istanbul card. And that is why I want to explain to you how this type of scam works, so you can be aware of them and not to fall for it, because these people are just like wolves trying to chase on tourists, and they will do anything to get some money out from you. Now, what they do is that, for example, they are in the most transited places where tourists are. We are at the moment in Eminönü near the ferry port, and as you can see here behind me, there are some machines that are just outside the ferry port. And what these scammers are is like they see tourists struggling either to purchase like the cards or to top them up, and what they do is to help them, you know, like to offer their help, like, oh, what do you need, I can assist you, blah blah. And what they do is that they have one Istanbul card hidden with them, so they just help them like to top the tourist card, they help them to top it up, and then they just exchange it quick. So basically they are giving the empty one to the tourists, and they're keeping the one that they topped up, and they have it for themselves. So please do not fall for this. Unfortunately, I try to record them because I try to put myself as a tourist, like I don't speak Turkish at all, as you can see from the video just right here. But at least I was able to record their faces, and also because they recognized my husband who was recording them and who noticed what was going on. And even one of them, because they are working in pairs, one of them came to him, like we weren't recording at that moment. One of them came to him to talk to him and to try to distract him, while the other one was trying to scam one couple. So my husband, he was able to save one couple out of three that they were trying to scam. So please be very careful. This is not the only part of the city where they work, where they operate. You can also find them a lot in Sultanahmet, in Sirkeci, here in Eminönü. So just please be very careful. Do not ask or accept help just from random people, because this can happen. A lot of people are still questioning, for example, if you can still get this refund from the Marmaray. So for example, some years ago, you could still, depending on how many stations you were traveling with the Marmaray, you were able to get some refund from those stations that you didn't really use. But at the moment, that one is already suspended for the anonymous Istanbul card. That means this red card, the one that tourists have access to. So in case that you are living here and you have a valid residence permit, or you're a Turkish citizen and you have a personalized Istanbul card, then you can get that refund. So in my case, I have my personalized Istanbul card, which is very different from the anonymous one. And even it has like my name, my information, everything, including my photo. But if you don't have this one, unfortunately, only with this one, you will not be able to get the refund from the machines at the Marmaray. Now let's speak about the benefits and disadvantages the Istanbul card has. Let's start with the benefits. Well, the benefits is that you can use it in literally every sort of public transportation: ferries, metros, trams, funiculars, cable cars, everything. Another benefit is that also you can use it in many public toilets, especially those ones that are set or put by the municipality of Istanbul. You will be able to use them there. Another benefit is that this card, you can use it for up to 5 people at the same time. So you don't need a different plastic or different card for each one of you. Now let's go with the disadvantages of this card. The most important one is that per month, these cards can be topped up with maximum 2,750 liras per card. So what does that mean? That means that, for example, if maybe in 3 weeks you already reach that amount, then you cannot use it any longer, and you have 2 options: either buy another Istanbul card, like another card, and top it up, or you can just wait 1 more week or 1 month until that card reactivates once again, and you can top it up with maximum 750 liras once again. And the other disadvantage is that unfortunately you need to keep a track of the balance that you still have in this card, because there are many times that we just forget how much balance we have, and then we are trying to go to the metro and it's rejecting our card. So you have 2 ways for checking for that. Also, you can check it at the yellow machines. The only thing you have to do is put the card there. You don't do anything, and automatically you will see on the screen the balance left on your card. Or another one, before you, like when you're tapping the card to enter any metro station, tram station, it will show you there how much balance you have left. So you just pay attention to the little screen when you tap it. Now I will tell you that there is another type of Istanbul card, and this is specifically for tourists only. And for that, you can purchase them as well in special machines. They also look yellow, but you need to look for them that it says Istanbul City Card, because the regular yellow machines will not allow you to purchase them. It needs to say Istanbul City Card. So these ones will give you these special cards. So as you can see, for these cards, they are available for 1, 3, 5, 7, and 50 days. So you can purchase for any amount of days that you're staying in the city. And it will be valid for public transportation, just as the Istanbul card, for any sort of public transportation, and also public toilets. Now let's check how much are the prices as of May of 2026. So I will click here, buy Istanbul City Card. And the transaction will be only with credit or debit card, no cash.
Please choose top-up amount.
We can see here, 1 day 795 liras, 3 day 1,530, 5 day 3,110, 7 day almost 4,000, and 15 day 5,000, almost 6,000. So let's choose the 1 day. As you can see, this is the card fee and this is the transaction fee, in total 822. So here you are going to put OK. And then you just tap your credit debit card here or here. And then it will come from here, okay? Like the same. Now let's speak about the benefits and disadvantages this Istanbul City Card has. Let's start with the benefits. So one of them is that, as well, just as the Istanbul Card, the red one, you can use it for all sort of public transportation. Another one is that also you can use it for all the public toilets where you have to tap up your Istanbul Card. The other one is that you don't have to be checking for the balance that you have left over in the card, because let's remember that these cards are valid for 1 full day, 3 full days, 5 full days, or 7 full days, even 15 full days. So you don't have to be checking for the full amount. You just need to keep in mind when did you purchase it and when will it finish. Now let's speak about the disadvantages. The first one is that it's not like the anonymous Istanbul Card that you can use it for up to 5 people. This one, this Istanbul City Card, can be used 1 plastic per person. So I mean, it will be very expensive. For example, if you are coming with a family of 4 or 5 people or 5 members, then you will have to buy one Istanbul City Card per person. Let's imagine that you bought the 3-day Istanbul Card, but let's imagine that maybe you are planning to stay a little bit longer here in the city. As soon as those 3 days finish from your Istanbul City Card, it will be invalid and you will not be able to use it anymore. You will not be able to top it up as the other red anonymous Istanbul Card. In this case, you will have to buy another Istanbul City Card or buy the regular Istanbul Card. And my personal opinion, it is as well that the Istanbul City Card can be much more expensive to purchase for a tourist than the regular or the anonymous Istanbul Card. And this is because, for example, let's go with the cheapest one, with the cheapest Istanbul City Card, which is 795 liras per plastic. I mean, considering that currently the transportation is between 42 liras to 50 liras maximum per ride, that means that you will have to use it per day, like 15, 17 times per person. So that is a lot. Even us living here, or the Turkish people who are going to work, who live in the European side but have to go to work to the Asian side, and maybe daily they use it maximum 6 times. So you can see like the balance, maybe 17 times you will not be able to use it, especially if you're someone who is staying in Sultanahmet or around Taksim, Istiklal Street. I mean, you have everything walking distance, so you will not be able to use it that much. So in that case, to be honest, I suggest just to go with the regular Istanbul Card, because you can top it up as much as you need, and you will spend much less.
So now you know exactly which card is better for your Istanbul trip in 2026. If this video helped you save money or avoid tourist mistakes, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because I post updated Istanbul travel guides, transport tips, scams to avoid, and everything tourists need to know before visiting the city. And if you still have a question, drop them in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!